Welcome to the DAZ and DUG's Cover Song Battle Challenge expert video thing. Well, a few months ago, Doug came up with this idea. He and I both pick songs. This time's theme is the 80s. We both have to cover not only the song that we chose, but the song that the other guy chose. We've got 4 cover songs. Darren covering his song, Darren covering Doug's song, Doug covering Darren's song, and Doug covering whoever else's song was left. Whoever did the best job would be crowned the king of the Cover Song Challenge. Just made that up right now, and I don't know where we're going to get a crown. So we wanted to figure out some way to determine who won the Cover Song Challenge. There's the popular vote, but we figured we needed some sort of definitive way to determine a winner. So we rounded up a panel of experts, and right now they're going to weigh in with their choices and determine who ultimately won the DAZ DUG 1980s Cover Song Challenge. Our first judge is Josh. He hails from Emo, Ontario, and he is a certified metalhead, although he would probably want to be called a math metal wizard. He's a multi-instrumentalist. He's wicked on the drums, he can thump it away on the bass, and he can do all the meedlies you need on the electric guitar. Expert number 2 is Ellie. She hails from Thunder Bay, Ontario. Another talented multi-instrumentalist, but where she shines is vocals. She's a great singer. She comes from a family of musicians. She has been doing music and leading choirs and productions for as long as I know her. She knows her stuff. And I think she lived in the 80s. Expert number 3 is Tom. I think he lives in Texas. If you've ever listened to Tom's music, you'd remember it for his sweet, sweet voice in a manly kind of way, his clever turn-of-phrase songwriting, and his solid country guitar stylings.
I chose just what I needed, and the reason I chose it is because I really like that keyboard part.
My pick for the 80s cover song battle is Men Without Hats, The Safety Dance.
Best pick for the theme. Well, if the theme is the 80s, I have to pick The Safety Dance. I just find it such an iconic song for that time. So my pick for the 80s is The Safety Dance. I don't even know whose pick that is, but whoever picked it, well done.
Who better represented 80s music? I feel like, I guess You're Just What I Needed was a better representation of the 80s overall. I mean, you had the you know. Another reason would be I knew it better than I knew The Safety Dance.
Well, I'd have to say that both songs sound very 80s to me. They both have vocals with too much effects on them, and well, Just What I Needed has that classic 80s guitar solo, and Safety Dance has the 80s keyboard sounds and the drum machine too. So it really came down to the artists themselves. Well, in that case, I had to go hands down with the Cars and their song Just What I Needed. And their mullets and their earrings and their hideous clothes just screams 80s.
The Safety Dance. Doug, your version of The Safety Dance. Kids falling around, there's infants toddling within striking range. It was the epitome of a non-safety dance. But I enjoyed the tune. Hats off. A little bit of folkiness going on, and even your voice got into a little bit of a raspy range. I liked Pancho Villa playing the violin. Darren, the voiceover from Peter Garrett was a really great touch. What? Even still, the matching clothes, all the different parts and pieces all match. It speaks of some synergy going on. Got a little sleepy and predictable during some of the guitar solos. Your beard would come out and I'd be back into the song. I liked them both, but hats off to Darren.
This was a really hard decision for me to make. Doug, your music was closer to the original song than Darren's was, in my opinion. Your video had the actual dance move. You tended to do a little bit more talking than singing, and that was a little bit disappointing. It started to feel a little bit like a hoedown. Darren, your music was not as close to the originals as Doug's, maybe a little bit more rocky, but your vocals were amazing. Your ending, the 4 short clips, I thought that was really neat. There was one part that I was disappointed about in your song. I kept waiting to see you actually playing that. You never actually played it. Doug, I'm not sure if you meant to or not, but I noticed that you were wearing a hat during your violin solo, considering the song was done by an artist called Men Without Hats. I thought that was brilliant. So the winner goes to Doug. Way to go, Doug.
The Safety Dance. Good job, guys. I enjoyed both videos. Well, that's a lie. I don't like anything country country or anything honky-tonk. So I have to say that probably makes it pretty obvious Doug's was kind of out of the running for me. But that being said, Darren, you don't win by default. The song was made for you with vocals, guitar, and when I was watching it, I just couldn't believe what a great job you did of it. So my choice for the safety dance is Darren.
So who did the best cover for Just What I Needed? Darren, you stayed very true to the music for your version of the song. Your song was very, very tight and well mixed, and I thought it was quite a lot of fun to watch. When you played your guitar solo, you kind of did rock metal, point the guitar at us and do your little dance while you're soloing. It sort of made me feel that maybe you weren't actually soloing. I would have really liked to see you play that solo. Doug, on the other hand, your video was very creative. I really liked that you incorporated the pixel games into your video. In fact, it was obvious that you just needed to play some video games right then. Your music was spot on to the original. Doug, although your song and video were quite creative, I had a hard time connecting with your song. Maybe it's because there were no vocals. It made the song feel a little cold to me. So in my expert opinion, the best cover goes to Darren for his amazing quality audio-visual production.
The winner for this one. Well, I have to tell you, I really enjoyed both videos. Darren, I thought your video was well put together. Doug, I really appreciated that you went with a little plot and with the synth route. But there was a clear winner in this one for me, and there was one very important deciding factor. When I listen to music, I have to believe it. And Darren, I've got to tell you, I didn't believe you. I didn't buy it. And so, my pick is Doug.
Doug, great job. You had a gaming angle to your song that I couldn't really connect with. I mean, the stuff was happening, but it didn't seem like you were winning. Were you trying to send a message to us that you just wanted the music to speak for itself, but the guy moving and stuff was losing it? I don't know. It just kind of, I was missing it towards the end there. And getting all the way to the end of the video happened to be, unfortunately, just what I needed. Darren. It was refreshing to see an A-lister like Jamie Hinneman in your video. Wait, what? My head was really nodding to your video, Darren. In the end, you even incorporated The Edge from U2 coming in there. What? That wasn't... Either way, I really enjoyed it. Doug, your video probably would appeal to the younger crowd with the video gaming. It just wasn't working for me today, unfortunately. Darren, you win.
Well, the experts have spoken, and the winner of the 80s Cover Song Challenge goes to Darren! Well done, sir. Your work was excellent.
Thank you so much for being a part of our cover battles and for watching Darren and I make fools of ourselves. If you'd like to ensure that you see our next round of videos, you can subscribe or you can like our Facebook page, and I think that's about it. We don't have Twitter. I suppose we get Twitter if people really want Twitter. If you want Twitter, write it in the comments at the bottom of the video. So again, thanks, and we'll see you next time.
We can go where we want to.